everyone, it's Retired at 40. Today we're making the cornerstone of every holiday meal, and that's the holiday ham. I am fortunate enough to get these awesome hams from my relatives. They're farm fresh. Most hams are pre-cooked, so this recipe is for pre-cooked, but if it's not, you just need to take your temperature up a little bit for the final product. So let's get to work. So first thing we need to do is we need to put 3 cups of apple cider into a saucepan with 1/4 cup of bourbon. And my personal rule is whatever goes into the recipe also goes into me. So I'm going to take my 1/4 cup. Ah, so good. If you're having in-laws around, you might need a bigger bottle than that. Forgot to mention that I'm doubling up my recipe because I've got 2 hams. Oh, I'm going to bring this up to a boil, keep it on medium-high heat, and we want to keep it on that medium-high heat until 1/3 of the liquid has been evaporated. Okay, while we're waiting for this to boil, I'm going to line a roasting pan with some aluminum foil. It just makes it easier to clean up. Next we're going to cut up 3 apples. I want to leave them in big chunks. Okay, next you want to put all your apple slices down at the bottom of the roasting pan, and what this is going to do is basically make an apple roasting rack for the hams to sit on. So the hams are going to go straight onto those and just sit right on there. Okay, then we're going to pour 1 cup of apple cider over the top of these. Okay, then we're going to cover these as tight as we can with aluminum foil. Keep all that juice and heat in. Okay, now we're going to go out to the Traeger. Alright, now we're going to go out to the Traeger. We're going to go on smoke. And then once we get up to smoke, we're going to go to 300 degrees and let that sit for 10 to 15 minutes at 300 degrees. So into the saucepan, we're going to do 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon of ground cloves, 1/4 cup of maple syrup or honey. I'm using syrup. 1/4 cup of Dijon mustard, a pinch of nutmeg, and at this time it's been at least 15 minutes since we've had a drink, so we're going to whisk all this stuff together and then we're going to set it aside. The smell that comes off this glaze is pretty awesome. Okay, onto the Traeger with the ham. You want it to get up to 130 to 135 degrees. It should take about an hour and a half. If you have not invested in a cordless probe thermometer, I would definitely invest in one. Obviously, if you've purchased a Traeger, you're already into it this far. This will make your life a whole lot easier. There's a little bonus for you guys that have stuck around. The sun going down over the Rockies. And to complement that, a beautiful ham. We're going to uncover this, take the foil off. We're going to leave it uncovered. And we're going to take our glaze and just pour it over and just smother this thing with that apple glaze. Okay, we're going to let that sit on there for about another 30 minutes to an hour, and then periodically come back and hit it with some more glaze. Well, another great success. Let this rest for 10 minutes and transfer it to a cutting board, and then save back some of the juice and put it back into the roasting pan. You can have some great leftovers for sandwiches tomorrow. This is Retired at 40 signing off. Remember to live life simple. We'll catch you next time. Well, I didn't record, so that's not going to work. You shut her down?
Okay.
Shut up.
Perfect, Brian. It was beautiful.
Well, another great success.